Everyone have a great hump day. It is Wednesday and I have great crypto news for you. The CC is now not only lost, but they have also been told to pay a fine for what they did wrong. Another business is also putting Bitcoin in their bank account. The story of MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor adding Bitcoin to their books is well known. What do you know? The same thing was done by another business. At the end, we'll talk about how the price of XRP has changed. What would happen if a business started keeping XRP? Would the same amount of people buy it and talk about it as Bitcoin, beginning with comments from watchers? Because yes, you, the viewer, are the most important thing. If you left a juicy comment, I might use it to start my next video. Das Boat says, I love a good shit talker, Klaus. Great. The more swear words you use, the better. There's no moving for me. I just add more different usefulness. This is where we talked about meme making a move. You heard that right. Meme is moving again. Says, boom, make XRP great again. I agree. Jumping around says, your man, keep up the work and get that PB. He's telling me that I have to use the old light for a race at night. Yes, I work non-stop for 12 hours. How far can I go? There is a race coming up in October, simple 5,000, but this year my wife is in charge. Wonderful. I came in 37th place last year. That's where I see myself this year already. Randomly jumping from one thing to another, the only thing I would say is that you should have a race in the middle term. That way you can see how you're doing with your progress and stay encouraged if you have a goal. That's too far away. It's tough to keep going like that. Try making a small donation in the middle and seeing how far you can go. Getting back to what we can do, Bitcoin is now worth 67,928,317 ETFs. We haven't been officially given the go-ahead yet, but primarily has given the nod. BB600 XRP 53 cents worth of XLM has all the value in the world and melts people's faces at $10.80 zero. One big look at dog with hat, on the other hand, is about to hit $4 here soon. Everyone, $4. Let's move on to something more interesting. Okay, look at this. The big move for MicroStrategies is from Bitcoin Bet to Russell 1000. MicroStrategy was one of the first companies to officially list crypto on a large scale. Well, we can see that MicroStrategy stock has gone through the roof. They will now be part of the Russell 1000. Okay, cool. What else do I have for you? What if I told you that another business is doing it and it's working out? Now we need to look at this and say, well, this means that businesses will experience huge growth if they add Bitcoin to their main funds. This brings up the question of why we don't see an XRP Michael Saylor or MicroStrategy. That would be great for people who own XRP. Pay attention to this. The stock market now trades MicroStrategy 2.0. Medtech stock price went through the roof after it turned Bitcoin into a reserve asset. They turned Bitcoin into a main asset for the bank reserve. Semler Scientific, a company that makes medical devices, said on Tuesday that it had bought 581 BTC for 40 million Bitcoin. The use of Bitcoin has already given them a big boost since the news. Their stock price has gone up 32%. Now, you do know about MicroStrategy with Saylor, right? Crazy as hell. It's clear that that's like a full Bitcoin company. Then you have a medical goods business that says, you know what, we don't want to hold on to all of our money. Put some of this money into Bitcoin and all of a sudden the price goes up 32%. Now, how many more companies are going to join this, making it easier for people to buy, hold, and use Bitcoin? That's what they said. We bought Bitcoin and have a Bitcoin treasury to show that we believe Bitcoin is a good way to invest and keep value. It comes from Eric Semler. Because it is limited and hard to get, we think it has special qualities that make it a good way to protect against inflation and find safety in times of global unrest. That's everything we've talked about on this channel. You can use Bitcoin as a safe haven. What's interesting is that now there are two big companies putting out on their books and getting something good out of Bitcoin. Are people going to do the same thing with XRP now? Or are they going to stay with BTC and help it become even more popular as more businesses accept it? Do you think that's the only good thing that happened today? No way. Today is the middle of the week. What else do I have? The CC lost, and now they have to pay a fine. Cheer for everyone, no matter what you call it, be joyful. I'm happy. The judge threw out the debt box case and told the SEC to pay a $1.1 million fine. The CC should pay most of the reasonable attorney fees and other fees that were asked for, which add up to $1.82 million, according to a court order made on Tuesday by Utah District Judge Robert Shelby. The only bad news is this. There's some bad news mixed in with the good. Judge Shelby agreed to drop the case without prejudice in a separate filing. This meant that the regulator could file again and go after DefBox again. Hey, this is cool, but why did it happen? Because the SEC lied and spread fake information about DefBox in order to sue the company. He told her girlfriend, we're not guilty of this crap we're going to get you. They did, and the fine was $1.82 million. Now, here are all the links you need to see this and everything else I have in this movie. As always, if you see a story, it's linked below. The judge's order is here, and let's read some debt box. I love making the C's fate look bad. Don't worry, we'll be back soon with the XRP price. Bad debts. I have great news to share with the people who use DebtBox. The case has been officially dropped without prejudice by the U.S. District Court for the District of Utah. This means that the case is over and any further action would have to go through Judge Shelby, who already knows about the SEC's lies. After this, the court also punished the SEC by telling them they have to pay Depbox's legal fees and costs during this fight. Wow, this is really cool. CC case thrown out. The lawyers' fees are on the SEC. Also, if the SEC wants to go after Depbox again, they have to go through Shelby since she caught all of this crap in the first place. So said Gary Gensler and some of my favorite watchers. Go fuck yourself, does Boat says. Klaus, I love a good shit talker. The more bad words, the better, Gary Gensler. You slouched over Rover. What's going on here? We talked about the dog with the hat on the heat map. Is there something else you want to talk about now? Klaus, do you remember what we talked about? Some other cryptos in this whole movie. We're now going to talk about dog with hat. The market goes up another 12%, getting close to $4, led by dog with hat. They now have a market value of more than $4 billion, which blows the doors off of XLM and other useful things out there. So when people say things like, oh, bro, XLM is just a lagger, XLM is not real, it's just a bunch of bullshit. I'll say it again. The great Maxis moved the media and all the other ball suckers out there. The dog with the hat is blowing the doors off of. Pay attention to that. Okay, let's look at XMP price activity. Hey, everyone, I need to be honest with you. The price is still above 50 cents, and it has been this way for about 2 weeks. That makes me happy. Why? Because do you know what? We can see that there haven't been any market ripples that have had a big negative effect on the price of XRP. When we saw pumps on May 20th, we got more than 55 cents. Are we seeing them now? No, also that worked for 1 day, so there you have it. We're still over 50 cents though. When it comes to Depbox, the SEC got a slap on the hand. That makes me happy. XRP, what people think is important. Now we have to ask, though, will anyone start putting XRP in their bank account? It was done by MicroStrategy and now it's been done by Semler Scientific, a business that has nothing to do with crypto. They want to fight government waste with our money, inflation, hedging, and all that other stuff, and they're doing very well. Will anyone now choose XRP as their asset for holding cash? Since a long time ago, I've said that Bitcoin is the best way to save money. The company Semler Scientific is doing just that. It is not about how fast Bitcoin is. It's not about how much everything costs. It's not about that. It's about a digital wallet. There are also businesses that don't always want to put things into gold and silver. They would want to store it in the new digital money vault. Now, we have to think about why businesses aren't using XRP in the same way. Is it the court case? If the court case is over, will companies say, hey, we're going to add XRP to our books and get the same juicy action you're seeing with Bitcoin? Or will they just keep doing what they're doing and go all in on BTC, sending it to the moon? When we talk about the moon, dog with hat. Over $4 billion in market value, and all the XLM fans are going crazy for utility. Wait until jack shit happens as dog with hat, the coin mega monster of use XLM, is now being blown away by the joke that everyone said was the stupidest thing ever. What do the Maxes say about that now that a joke coin is getting more attention? It's gone up over 800% in a year. When people say things like, bro, bull run, crypto run, some things do move, but other things don't. Getting into things that aren't moving. It's not going to be me because I need to go run right now and get ready for my 8-day race. It's too early in the morning for me to need a light. I only need a little coffee and electrolytes to get going. What are you doing with the rest of your day? My in-law